Hello everyone, Phantom here. Welcome to my Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail playthrough. If you want to see what I'm up to lately, you can find me on Twitch at the link in the description below. While you're down there, consider subscribing or liking. It helps me and my human more than you'd think. Enjoy the show. Ready to head on in? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly on us. The third promised in her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I suit the Dun Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There's but one way to find out. Come on, let's follow him.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner.
Well, whoever he's partnered with isn't going to get a keystone.
Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
God forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jajar. After all he's put her through,
Alice,
I wouldn't
don't
blame her if she did something
jinx
rash. I might even help.
Don't jinx it, Alice. You know I'd help too.
Claimants, please present your colors.
Please don't let me be Bakul Jajar. Please don't let me be Bakul Jajar. Please don't let me be Bakul Jajar.
I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
No!
Red! Which means...
Okay. Okay, that's
Together
better.
again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
The Tuma Moonjaw.
Not the one head.
Would you have preferred the non-Mumblejaw? I mean, this
Listen
one
well,
hit did knock you on your
For
ass.
the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
Shibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenished their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture.
Uh-huh.
Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Still holding on fast to your ideals, Kona.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster.
Uh-huh.
Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
Well, we'll need to figure out what it is before we can cook it, right? Do you suppose the first promise in Bakul Jajal when we're matching aprons? I dearly hope so. You are just a firecracker today, I'll say. The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how to best proceed. Let's ask his perspective. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. The first promise and Bakul Jaja are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor. consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and thoroughly, but this is the first I've heard of Shibuk Bibil. As much as I would have loved to defeat you in a high-stakes culinary battle, couldn't do ask for better allies. For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong, and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I say, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I am on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Sadilja, and Bakul Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. There's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have easily been avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Shibuk Bibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Shibral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Yeah. Too enthusiastic. I'm getting the feeling that we could maybe just ask directly. I mean, come on. Also, I'm eminently curious. Okay, it's not in here. I was looking to see if there's actually a recipe for Shibuk Bibil in the culinarian recipes, because that would be hilarious. $95. Ik Brash. Standing on the edge of a cenote in the midst of dense forest, the Shibral's home village has a clearing open to the sky for stargazing. The name of the settlement means Red Brash, a fierce beast related to the coral, and this bold shade is painted liberally upon the walls of their wooden dwellings. The recipe for Shibuk Bibil? I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious and meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden friend to divulge anything. Orders from Hunmu himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I hope there's still a brook to be had at market. Wink. Ha ha. So it includes a brook as an ingredient. I was not sure that they were going to actually forbid anybody from giving us the exact recipe, because I was honestly thinking it was going to be one of those things that's more like a gumbo or a curry, where it's a type of cuisine, not an actual specific dish. Or it's a traditional dish, but you can make it in so many different ways depending on your style or your region or your particular family. There's a lot of dishes all over the world I've learned this from. My human is an absolute nut when it comes to watching YouTube videos about cuisines and food and stuff. Thank you. That there's some dishes where there's a bajillion different ways to go about preparing it. And it can vary between families in a particular city or regions in a country. So I thought it was going to be more like that, where everybody would be eager to give you a recipe, but they're all very different, and all use very different ingredients. So we come back with a shopping list that's got like 100 different things because everybody makes it differently. That would have been more funny, I think. But I will be right back. My human needs to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm back, and we've made this Subigo wait long enough. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're a fool for thinking he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult can a second time be? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business. Should I just go after you and butcher you now? Because it's going to happen eventually. Seriously. Number of spices so entirely unfamiliar to you are nestled in my basket. That's one of that's called achiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. To your most popular cuisine, huh? Whoa. Okay, I fell in the hole. I can now say I fell in a cenote. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears to have gone dropped my nodule. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I can barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. There's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana when you use leaves in your cooking. Okay, so it's... Wow. They're being very, how do I say, very obvious with this? Very transparent. I can see right through you people. So, banana leaves, underground oven, spices, whatever that other person mentioned. Let's see. Let's go back. A brook. Achiote, banana leaves, underground oven. Easy. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about a brook Beeble? She broke Beeble. True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish. An observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Shibuk Pibil. One in particular she attributed to all common Chibral dishes. Achiote, she called it. see. Then Shibruk Pibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Albino claims. We've confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook bearing bundles wrapped in leaf of nodule or banana in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles, then don't we? Don't you? The squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish. As much as I would love to grow up in Namazu, no. He broke without a doubt. As would be expected of a dish called Shibruk Pibil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of a brook flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote steamed underground within nodule or banana leaves. Given our assumptions, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Tancred and I scouted the surrounding forests we were all exploring the village. Between local vegetation and wild brook, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer my aid. The rest of us will gather ingredients, and a quick worth of the herbs and spices myself. I am happy to lead someone to a suitable brook if they will perform the requisite deed, as they say. As for the nodule leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find nodule in these parts. They only grow in the Jadika heartland, forced far below these. So an excursion may be time consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals after all. Namachi, Nelly, if you would accompany me on my errand. Of course. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let's be about our tasks then. Come on, let's go get those nodule leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat.